I always strongly believe a person in 21st century is the one who is defined by his garbage. If his garbage is right, he is the right person in 21st century. If his garbage is wrong, he's the wrong person. He's the complete wrong person.
My goodness, incredible. All right, welcome back to Pattrn, everybody. Our planet's rivers, they are incredible also, a big resource, but many are struggling. It's a problem highlighted in a series of short films called Rivers Are Life.
Yeah, and the clip you just saw is from tonight's edition from Mumbai with Love. Zachary Green is president of BeAlive Studios, which produce these films. And we're also joined by Clint Willson, who is from the Louisiana State University Center for Rivers. Thank you both for joining us. I mean, our jaws are on the floor after seeing that clip. Zach, I want to start with you. What problems are highlighted in From Mumbai with Love? We just saw the amount of trash, but are people trying to use that water, bathe in it? Besides just the pollution?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks again for having me. It's always great to be here. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, that's what's happening. On the Mithi, right? It is clogged with waste, all different manner of waste, and Mumbai is one of the most populous cities on the planet. It really, this urban area is so chock full of people. And the Mithi is a short but impactful body of water. It flows right through the city. And so that floating garbage and other waste that covers the surface. But people like Afroz, who you just saw, he and his organization, they're there putting everything on the line to fight to recover that river and bring that degraded environment back to life.
So glad we have people like that who are willing to put in the work, because looking at the images, you're just like, oh my goodness. Clinton, next question is for you. I know the problem that we highlighted in that film isn't just specific to that region. Talk to us about the importance of rivers just generally all over the planet, and how, unfortunately, people throw trash in and it causes big problems down the road.
Yeah, they do. And again, thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to chat when there's not a hurricane looming in the Gulf. But, I think, rivers have always been an important part of, almost every civilization in the world. And, I think as Afroz mentions in the film, the amount of plastic that comes from our rivers, right? And so, we think about using our rivers for drinking water. We think about using it for navigation, for trade, et cetera. But rivers, impact our lives in so many other ways also. So, it's important, I think, as he points out in the film, to go to individuals and get them motivated, figure out what their passions, their loves are, and then to connect that with other like-minded people to really make an impact on a larger scale.
And with that said, Zach, is that what you're hoping people take away from this film? Is it gets them somehow involved in a river here or elsewhere around the world? And can our viewers help with this cleanup in Mumbai in any way?
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what Rivers Are Life is. It's a platform that's designed to connect people with rivers around the world. And one of the core tenets is, river systems are the lifeblood of our planet, but they're so under threat. But people, everybody, anyone can do something to help. And that's what Afroz does. And, he's such a shining example of, he says that he's a lawyer by trade, but an environmentalist by choice, right? And that cuts so deep. He's been able to bring together stakeholders from all walks of life, right? From educators to school children, entrepreneurs to government agencies and corporate entities. He's that shining example. If one person can impact so many. And actually, if you want to see where you can help his organization, you can go to riversarelife.com, and there's a connection right to his organization, which is the Afroz Shah organization.
Clinton, last question for you is, I've talked to some people before about the lakes and the rivers, and they say, oh, don't worry about them, they'll take care of themselves. How do we get people to actually care about these bodies of water?
Well, I think we need to get people out there. We need to get people to see what we're doing. I think Afroz mentions, we're the problem. It's everyone's problem. And here in Baton Rouge, we've got similar issues with plastic waste and aquatic waste, and getting people out there on cleanups to see these lakes and these streams and creeks, et cetera, that are being impacted and just polluted by this this litter is, really, I think then stimulates them and helps them, I think, see what the problem is, and then they can take their interest, their skill sets, whatever that is, right, and then make, do actionable work and make valuable efforts.
Zachary Green, Clint Willson, thank you for joining us today and for also highlighting these rivers and educating us so that we can see what's happening around the world and hopefully do something to help, because this is a global society. If something happens on the other side of the world, it can affect us here in the States as well.
That's so true. And I mean, just to go take a look, I mean, there's rivers all over the place. Go in your own backyard, go in your neighborhood, try to find one, try to find ways just to clean up if you can. You guys can watch Rivers Are Life from Mumbai with Love tonight at 6 and then again at 10 Eastern. You guys want to check out Pattrn on the Weather Channel app on Roku, or you can head to Local Now, Tubi, Plex, or Zumo to tune in.